Hello guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to the channel if you've not been before. Okay, so today is part one of the build for the cockpit, and before I start, I just want to go and clear this clock symbol up. Now this here means that when I glue in the undercarriage as undercarriage, I've got to use this part here as a support and leave it go for an hour. Okay, so just thought I'd point that out, because I at the time, I think when I mentioned it in the unboxing video at the time, I didn't know what this meant because it didn't say anything. It didn't say anything in on the assembling icon instructions. So that's what that means. Okay, so once I put the undercarriage in, I can then put this part on here, B5, and I'll just use that as a support jig. Right. Okay, so got that all cleared up. Right. So here's what we're going to do today. We're going to work our way through steps 1 through to 5 and onto steps 6 to 9. So basically we're doing just steps 1 to 9 today, and we're going to make a start on getting the cockpit all built. So we want part B3, which is this part here. Here we go. Start the build in earnest now. There we go, got that. Now we want part D24, D25. So just going to get part frame D out. So we want part D24, which is the control column. And here's D25 as well, so okay, there we go. So I'll go and get my so we're going to check to see. So that goes in there like so. That's the first bit of gluing done. And I think this is where I'm going to get my tweezers out for the first time. So we're just going to get our glue. Okay, there we go. And that is the first step all done. Okay, we're on to step 2 now, and this bit here goes on to there. And that goes on there like so. Now we're on to step 3, and that is putting in the pilot seats. So I'm just going to make sure that these are all cleaned up a minute. And then what we do, what we do now is to go and put a bit of glue in So there we go, that's the pilot seat. That's the pilot seats all in. Okay, we're on to step 4 now, and this is the part that needs to go on next. And it just slides into into here, and then all we've got to do that, and then just give that bit of a once over on this side. So that's that out of the way. Now if we just face it, put is that goes like so. So if I just so we just put a bit of glue in there. And we put some glue in there. And we put some glue there. And then we put some glue and that should be pretty much the cockpit all done. Okay, we're going to put on the front wing spar, and it goes and then so I'll do a better job of that. Put it in there. There we go. That's the front wing sparring. Now there's two small parts here. Well, in the palm of my hand, there we go. Now let's have a look, see where they go. The bigger part goes in there, and there's one that goes in with where the hole is, right there. So let's get them in, shall we? That's what I was looking for. Right, let's go and get another one of my tweezers out, because I don't think that's going to. So there we go. Right, and then I think that goes with the pointy bit facing forward. So there we go. Right. So that is pretty much the cockpit all built. Okay, so next job would be to carry on and get steps 8 and 9 all done. Okay, so we're on to step 8 now, and the bomb rack goes like so. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll just get that and then just put it in there like okay. Now I thought I'd go and take the opportunity to go and get the one of the fuselage off. Okay, and then if we just do a dry run, excellent, and then all we've got to do, that just goes in there like so. So that, Yeah, so that goes in there just like so. It's a bit of a tight fit, but I'm just going to put a bit of glue in there as well, just to make sure that it sticks. Right, so it's a bit of a tight fit, but it goes. So what we can do now is to just anchor it in. There we go. So we're going to put the bomb. So basically, I'm going to be putting the bombs in. Okay, so and then we'll just do a dry run of the. And that's how it should look. Okay, that's how it should look. Okay. Okay, I just want to jump ahead to step 14 for the minute because I want to get this part in. This is the part that houses the ventral turret. Okay, and so what I want to do is to get the turret in. Is to get the turret in. Is to get the turret. Is to get this part in before I paint it. So that's the plan. So get that in. There we go. That is. So just leave the glue to do its job. Yeah, because I wanted to get this part in before we actually start to paint it. Okay. So there you go. That's what it should look like inside. Well, that's it for this episode, guys. Thanks ever so much for watching. Got as much as I can done today. Now, this is not glued in by any stretch of the imagination because you can see it's coming apart already. So what we'll be doing in the next episode is we'll be painting the inside of the fuselage and the cockpit as well. So we'll be doing that in part 2. I'll just stick that back in. So and then hopefully once we've done all that, we can glue the cockpit into the fuselage. Okay, and also it was important for me to get this bit in here because otherwise if I'd have painted it, it probably wouldn't have stuck to the fuselage. So I'm glad I got that bit in. Okay, so there we go. Paints I'm going to use for the interior, going to be using this Vallejo hobby paint. I've used it before. I get good coverage with it as well, and it's green as well. So and I've had so yeah, so I can use this one for the interior green. Also, onboard number 155 olive drab, so I'll be using that as well. And to prime it all, I'm going to use Halford's Grey Primer as well, as because this is my go-to primer. Although on the Mozzie, I did use white primer as well. So, but this is the primer that I should be using. And also I'll be using my paint pens as well, for AK paint pens as well. So anyway, so in part two we'll be focusing on getting the bombs on the left hand side of the fuselage, okay, getting them all in and so on. And also hopefully if I just go back here, see here, I need to put 25 grams of nose weight in, so I do have some ball bearings. I'll try and pack as much as I can in there, but the rest of it will be blue tack, hopefully, and hopefully that will just weigh it down. It will just weigh it down a bit. So there you go. So I'm just going to pack this bit out as well. Okay. So in the meantime, guys, if you've liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Why don't you? And also consider subscribing, commenting, and sharing the video as well. And okay, in the meantime, guys, thanks a lot, and I'll see you for part two. Bye bye.